Hello students, hope that you are fine. Welcome to my geography video tutorial of standard 9. Today I will discuss about insolation. Before first starting insolation, we have to know what is solar radiation. It is the radiating heat energy in the form of electromagnetic waves emitted by sun. It travels outward at a speed of about 3 lakh km per second and takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach to the Earth's surface. And the distance is there from Sun to Earth, you know that, 150 million kilometers. Now, what is insolation? The radiant energy of the sun received by the earth is called incoming solar radiation or insolation. Now next is, what is terrestrial radiation? The sun's energy which is absorbed by the earth's surface and radiated out by the sun in the form of long waves is called terrestrial radiation. Some processes are there of that to transfer of heat. What are those processes? Radiation, convection, conduction and advection. Radiation is the process by which a body transmits energy in the form of particles or electromagnetic waves. We know that. Example, we can say energy radiated by the sun is the form of heat. Second, that is convection. It is the process of heat transfer from place to place within a fluid or gas caused by circulatory movement of that particles themselves. Atmosphere gets heated by the convection current. Second, next is conduction. Transport of heat through matter by internal particles or molecular motion without any external motion. The heat passes from warmer to cooler substances as long as a temperature difference exists. The lower layer of the atmosphere touching the heated surface get heated by the processes. It is called conduction. And next is advection. The horizontal movement of the air or winds bringing in different conditions of temperature and humidity. The winds blowing from warmer region bring warming effect, while winds blowing from cooler regions bringing cooler effect. We know that. Now next we will come what are the factors affecting the temperature. Factors affecting the temperature, that is, first is latitude, second altitude, after that distance from sea, winds, ocean currents, natural vegetation. In this way some factors are there. First, let's start the latitudes. The spherical shape of the earth causes the variation in single incident of the sun's rays with latitudes. In general, temperature decreases from equator towards the pole. We know that. So, this is why, because the midday sun almost overhead on the equator and throughout the year. If that is the vertical rays, and if we will go towards the northern side and southern side, then that is we will see the temperature slowly decreases. Suppose this is equator, 0 degree, this is 90 degree north. So here the sun's rays falls vertically, here there is slanting. So this one, that is from lower to higher latitude, whenever we go, slanting rays means long distances they are traveling, and equator means shorter distance they are traveling. So here more energy, here less energy. So we will see that the latitude increases and temperature decreases. The relation in between the latitudes and the temperature is latitude increases and temperature decreases because the oblique sun rays of the pass through more atmosphere and spread over large area. So much heat is absorbed by clouds and then dust particles, water vapor. So oblique rays have less heating capacity or power. So the angle of sun's rays wherever varies according to seasons. The sun's rays are more direct in summer season, so the temperature is high, and summer means in winter season less temperature. Next we will see altitude. Altitude also means height above the sea level. The temperature mainly gets heated by the terrestrial radiation from below upwards. The sun's energy is absorbed by the surface of the earth and radiated out from the long waves. So, the denser lower layer contains more gas molecules, water vapors, dust particles, and absorb terrestrial heat by the conduction. So, higher level, the density of air decreases as the air rarefied and contain less water vapor and less dust particles. So, consequently, upper layers of the atmosphere remain cooler and lower layer of the atmosphere remains hotter. And the average rate of decrease of temperature, we know everyone, that is 1 degree centigrade per 165 meters of height in the troposphere level. And this is called normal lab state. I will finish my video here. Next video, I will show you the other factors affecting the temperature. Thank you everyone.